Every day, telemarketers make thousands of calls to potential or already established customers. How many of you have ever received a call? Telemarketers are given a bad reputation by name alone, but they actually play a crucial role for businesses, charities, and even political outcomes. You may or may not know this, but telemarketers are people who perform a multitude of different jobs, are generally underpaid for the situations they have to respond to on the phone, and are actually an important asset for our business-related economy. I've worked at a telemarketing job for 6 years. My job started as telemarketing sales. I'm now actually the senior manager of the answering service where I work. First, today I'm going to tell you about common telemarketing jobs and the salaries attached to them, real reasons telemarketers may be calling you, and jobs you may not have known were telemarketing jobs to begin with. First, let's talk about those common telemarketing jobs and the salaries attached to them. The Encyclopedia of Small Business informs us that telemarketers not only make cold calls to sell products or services, they actually receive general inbound calls for sales and customer service as well. Telemarketers make calls to sell products and services to people every day. This includes people who respond to a television, radio, magazine, or internet advertisement, and those little app ones on the phones as well. This being said, telemarketers are not often given credit for the multitude of jobs that they perform. They make an average of a little over $10 per hour and selling products to customers, but they also provide account support, product information and usage, and general customer service. Now, U.S. News and World Report reminds us that telemarketing is many-faceted, and not only is it used for sales or customer service, telemarketing can close the bridge between businesses and customers. This being said, one example would be a mail order company. Your storefront is that magazine, so in order to communicate with the company, you have to pick up the phone and call somebody. You're speaking to a telemarketer. Another example would be an online-only business. They don't have a storefront you can go to, so you pick up the phone, call somebody if you have a question about a product. That's a telemarketer. Now, according to the Bureau of Labor and Statistics, the amount of people employed in the United States who are telemarketers is a little over 200,000, and they make on average $25,800 per year. This being said, average United States citizen or person would make $25,800 per year. That's $12.40 per hour. Where I work, you make minimum wage. In order to get that amount of money, you have to either in sales make your quota or total number of sales you're required to make that day, or if you're in customer service, you have to make great calls, get great quality scores, and you also have to work your full shift. Now let's discuss real reasons that telemarketers are calling you. First one, you responded to an advertisement. You get this call on the phone trying to sell you a weight loss product. Why are you calling me is the first thing you're going to think. Well, you responded to a television advertisement, so they were giving you a return call in order to follow up and see if you're still interested in the product or if you have any questions about it. First thing you say is, you have no right to call me. Put me on your do not call list. Well, according to the Consumer Federation of America, you're actually wrong in assuming they have no right to call you. Because you responded to their advertisement, they legally have the right to follow up with you and call you to see if you're still interested in the product. You are right, however, in saying, please put me on your do not call list. That's always acceptable. How about this? You have a game you play on your phone, and you really want that premium currency, so you want to subscribe to a trial offer coffee club. Ooh, let's go fill this out. And you get to the point that it says, I want your credit card information. You back out. Well, since you already entered in your phone number, they legally have the right to follow up and see if there was any problems with processing your order or if you're still interested in trying their product. Simply ask them to put you on their do not call list, and that'll fix that as well. How about this? You're a regular contributor to your favorite charity. According to the Consumer Federation of America, they have the right to call you anytime they're having funding drives in order to raise funds. Simply let them know you want to send in money on your own terms, and please put you on their do not call list. You subscribe to a service or product shipment, and the company calls you offering new products or services that they have. Let them know you're not interested in those things. Put you on their do not call list. That'll fix that as well. Keep in mind that any of these companies that you do subscribe to have the right to call you in order to update your contact information, for example, still. Finally, in addition to the salaries telemarketers make and the real reasons they may be calling you, I'm going to go ahead and go over with you some jobs you may not even know were classified as telemarketing jobs. According to the Consumer Federation of America, Many types of calls are not considered telemarketing calls unless, for example, a charity has hired a telemarketing company to gather funds for them. Examples of calls that are not considered telemarketing calls: calls to take a survey, political calls, calls that are made directly by charities themselves. Many telemarketing companies also employ their telemarketers for full-fledged, full-level customer service, or like us, for a 24-hour answering service to provide to companies. Telemarketers are given that bad reputation by their name alone, but they play crucial roles for businesses, charities, and even political outcomes. I've told you today telemarketing common jobs and their salaries. I've told you about real reasons telemarketers may actually be calling you. And I've also explained to you some jobs that you may not even have known they were telemarketing jobs to begin with. I've enjoyed explaining to you the many faceted sides of telemarketing, and I hope that the next time you pick up the phone and realize there's a telemarketer on the other end, that you will, instead of being harsh with them, be courteous and just simply be kind to them. If you don't want to speak to them, ask them to put you on their do not call list. Thank you.